My name is Marc Gill. I drive a EK9 K20 powered Type R Civic. I competed in CMRC Caribbean Series for 4 years, and yeah. Alright, so this car is a EK9, as I said. It's powered by a K20. I got it in bamboo 4 years ago. We was online searching up, and one of our friends was like, "Hey, I know you're looking for a race car. I see this car in bamboo, you know. Like, you go and check it out." So when we went in and checked it out, it had a big bounce on the side. And a friend was like, "Yeah, purchase it. We could get back running and racing again." And yeah, I paid $55,000 for it, and here I am today with the car, you know. Passion for speed and circuit began at a very young age. I was really interested in racing motorcycles at a young age, but Dad didn't want to get me into that. But he used to race cars, and he said, "You know what, I'll get you a little go-kart if you wanted." And he said, "You know what, I'll settle for the go-kart, whole thing, fix it up." And when I turned 14 years old, I was racing go-karts for a couple of years, well, you know, with many victories and championships under my belt. So that's where it all started from. My racing, I've been racing almost 20 years now. You know, from go-karts to motorbikes to race cars now. And you know, and that's where 20 years in the motorsport style, yeah. Alright, so the specs on this EK9 here, it has a Type R K20 out of DC5. The engine is more or less stock with bolt-ons and some camshafts. The gearbox we did up with full ratios and full LSD. The suspension on the car is almost full prep with spherical bushings and down to everything, you name it, the car has it. You know, the car has come from being a road-driven car to a full track prep car, you know, and it took me about 4 years to actually develop the car to get it to this point where we could actually enter a race and be more or less on the top of the board when it comes to the racing. So, you know, that's where we are, and we spent thousands of dollars, and we couldn't have done it without the help of the sponsors and all my sponsors over the years, you know. Some of the challenges we face most likely with me is, you know, before the racing, you have a little anxiety, so you just have to relax to ease yourself when it comes to race day. But, you know, I've been, as I said, in this 20 years now, so when I get on the grid is almost like, you know, that's where I'm meant to be, you know. And as the flag drops, I'm off, and you know, more or less to hold the checkered flag. What I love most about this car is like Old Faithful, is take you there and is bring you back, you know, and it's win races and it's put me on top all the time. And you know, I haven't had an accident in the car, I haven't had any major things in the car, and the car has always been safe to me and, you know, great. And it's won many races also throughout the Caribbean. Well, the first feeling when you're inside the car and you're inside that helmet, you just have a kind of gag reflex feeling where you just feel the throw. But as the man walk across the grid with the 30-second board saying, "Alright, 30 seconds till flag drop," that's it. All hell break loose, and that feeling is just completely disappear, and is war. It's basically war. Unlimited money, that would really put me in a different category of anything. And I mean, I'd probably want to go to Europe to do some tracks over there, or somewhere in North America and try a nice big track. That would be, and put me in a really nice race car that, you know, is worth millions. I chose circuit because there's a little more technical skill involved, more compared to the drags. Not so much the driftmen. The driftmen had to have skill for that also, you know, keeping car control, you know, but going through corners at high speeds, not just going in a straight line at high speeds, learning how to brake properly, go through the corner properly. You know, circuit is a more technical and a more mental thing than drag and drifts, you know, when it comes to competition to me, you know. You have 24 men on the grid, and you had to be on top of your game to be on top of that you know, race. Well, that's, you know, it's a hard thing to really get these sponsors on board sometimes, because they really need to see the dollar for the value, and you know, sponsors, to get on board, you really have to bribe them, and you had to show them something good, you know. But you know, with the new stuff coming on board with different types of racing and people being involved in all different types of sports and then, you know, it's hard for sponsorships just to say, well, you know, we want to do car racing, even though we are oil sponsor, we want to do car racing, but we still going to sponsor surfing, or we're going to sponsor running, you know. So that's how we look at it right now with these sponsors, you know. It's not easy to get sponsors for car racing. Motorsport in Trinidad definitely is not a waste of money from my eyes. I mean, because I spend money on motor racing, and there's somewhere to go, you know. Trinidad has a lot of talent when it comes to racing in Trinidad. We have a lot of talent coming out of Trinidad. I mean, it's not just the states, you know. Trinidad has a lot of guys who could compete abroad and do well, you know. So, you know, racing in Trinidad should be a big thing, you know. I mean, the government don't look at it as a big thing, you know. They look at cricket as a big thing, look at football as a big thing. But when it comes to car racing, we get pushed in the corner there, you know. So, yeah, to the newcomers, I mean, from watching on the outside, you might think you could come in there and, you know, it's all nice and easy, but you don't see what's behind the curtain sometimes, the stress you just go through, you know. But at the end of the day, when you're winning races and you're doing well, it all pays off. So, you know, there's no regret about racing after, you know. So, in the end, that's how it is. So my plans for 2021 is I'm actually taking a break with the circuit car for now, you know, to see how things go. You know, I'm trying to get into a different series of racing. You know, my goal was to compete in CMRC, and I did it beyond and bigger, you know. And now I want to try a new challenge in racing to see where else we could go, you know. And that's about it for the racing with me. I mean, this year, 2021, nothing really big, but okay. So, I mean, this car has brought a lot of recognition to me from racing throughout the Caribbean. You know, for the 4 years I did it, I was nominated for FCB awards. I received the FIA award in Panama, you know, which I was really honored to receive. A one-in-a-lifetime thing. I mean, I traveled the Caribbean, you know, saw places I never saw. You know, went to Jamaica, went to Guyana, went to Barbados, you know, all these places, had fun, met new people, new friends, you know. It was one of the biggest things in my life, you know, to date, you know. And I didn't dream of doing CMRC, you know. I dreamt of just having a car to go up all the field, not to compete, just to drive on the track. And it turned out way bigger than, you know, I hoped. So dreams do come true, you know. I definitely think I could compete on a big stage. It's just I haven't gotten the opportunity to do it as yet, but I know I have the skill level and the ability to do it, because everybody that is so-called great in Trinidad and who races all these fancy cars and radicals and this what and that what, is still, they come in my class and they still get cut ass. So at the end of the day, I know I have some serious driver skill, and I'll put my skill up to anybody, you know, to make that challenge, and it's no joke. I'm being honest. Group 2 had many competitors from Mark Thompson from Barbados, a bunch of guys. Issa Dean from Trinidad, to be fair, is one of the only guys so far I found gave me a really good competition that, you know, was good, but still not ready. Most memorable moment with this car was in Jamaica. Racing in Jamaica, they had some problems with my qualifying time, so they started me at the back of the first race of the day, and this is my first time racing in Jamaica. Started at the dead last at the back of the pack, and I won that race coming first from the back, dead last. And out of all the races I've ever raced, that would be the most memorable race I've ever had. I mean, it was just extreme, you know. I know I have some fans out there, I also have some haters, but that's alright. You know, we all have haters, but to all my fans and everyone, I mean, look out for me in the future. We're not done with the racing as yet. We might be finished with the Group 2 for now, but hopefully we're looking for something maybe bigger, better, or maybe something more challenging, you know. So yeah, look out for it in the future. Maybe we might go foreign, you never know. something good might happen. Alright, so first of all, shout out to everyone who helped get this car to where it is, you know. That was my dad. He was one of the biggest supports, you know, starting with him. Then we had Camacho Garage here, who is always on board, no matter what time the car could be here, you know. We had my sponsors like Mobile. We're not on board right now, but that was one of my big sponsors. We had my brother, who's the only tuning for me. You know, my wife, who accepts this lifestyle, you know, and being away from her sometimes. Also want to thank all my friends who put the hard work into this. They know themselves, all of them know themselves. From day one, putting work into this car in my mother's backyard, in the garage, you know, till now where it reached. So, respect everybody who had helped all the way along with this car. And don't forget, most importantly, FC Media 866 for being here doing this interview with me. Enough respect.